Johnny Rock Show. Rockin' 101, the Rock Station.
We're waiting on George Takei. Of course, we had George Takei, and we lost him, and now he is here. Can you hear me now, George? Hello?
Johnny, I hear you, and I can understand what you're saying, but you sound very far away.
Well, I will do my best to get closer to the great world-famous George Takei. You prefer Takei or Takai? Takei or Takai,
Yeah,
sir?
let's try this.
Okay. Do you prefer Takai or Takei?
Takei is the proper, but I don't object to Takai, the mispronunciation, because, for your information, Takai is a Japanese word that means expensive.
Ah.
And if you insist on calling me that, I'll call my agent and have her bill you. And I will be Takai.
Wow.
But I'm Takei, which doesn't mean cheap either.
Okay. Well, you're a fascinating, I like to call you a Renaissance man. You're fascinating. In between, Star Trek, and then you had a whole nother, career on the Stern Show. And then, we go back so far. I played an interview earlier today from 1999. You know what you say in the interview? You need to call my agent, Brad Altman. And who knew all these years later? A mazel tov, by the way, you two crazy kids. And here we are.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's
I married him.
I know. It's who knew? Well, Star Trek was the beginning, and now Paws of Fury, The Legend of Hank. Boy, that's a big movie. Are you excited?
It is a movie for the big screen. And that's the thing that I love about this. We've been in quarantine for 2.5 years, confined to our homes. And with Paws of Fury, The Legend of Hank, for the first time, we get to see a movie on the big screen in a theater with an audience. Daddy and Mommy can bring little Johnny and little Janie to a theater with their friends and laugh together and be shocked together and enjoy a good movie in a genuine movie house. Isn't that wonderful?
It really is. I was one of the few that, against my better judgment, I ventured out to the movies, 2 summers ago when there was this one movie, Tenet. It was going to save Hollywood that year. And nobody was in the theater opening day. It was like a science fiction movie being in the theater because I was the only one.
Isn't that a tragedy?
Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen Wilshire Boulevard, the main thoroughfare in Los Angeles, with not a single car.
Oh.
But the amazing thing was the air was crystal pure. The sky, the vastness of the sky was impossibly blue. And the Hollywood Hills seemed like it was right near, just a block away. It was an amazing time. But that amazing thing gets to be a little bit of a bore and a real downer.
Yeah.
And now we get out of the house and into a theater with an audience, a community of movie lovers, and enjoy a good, laugh out loud animated series. A movie. It's not a series. Called The Paws of Fury, The Legend of Hank. And the interesting thing about it is it takes place in a land of cats in ancient Japan. All cats. Big cats, little cats, fat cats, skinny cats, fisherman cats, and farmer cats. And in this land of is the tiniest cat who is the lord of that land. His name is Ikachu. It's a teeny tiny cat, but he's got an ego as big as the mountains. And he's got an army of samurai, the biggest in Japan. And the head samurai, Ikachu's right-hand man, is a big cat, an enormous cat named Olga. And guess who he sounds like? He sounds like me. And in this land of cats is a lone dog named Hank. And the movie's title is Legend of Hank, so this is what happens with him. Being the only dog in this completely cat land, he's very shy and very insecure and timid. But he wants to be a samurai. So he finds an old, grizzled, veteran samurai who's retired, and he becomes his apprentice. And because this old, grizzled samurai sounds like Samuel L. Jackson,
wow.
Hank turned into a genuine, heroic samurai. And that's where we get the title, Paws of Fury, The Legend of Hank. Hank the dog in a land of cats.
Well, where do I
So
start?
this movie is going to be in the theaters and with an audience, a whole community of movie lovers watching on a great big screen, laughing together, getting shocked together, and enjoying a day at the movies.
I love
It's
the
gonna
way
be a fun movie.
I love the way you say samurai is what I say. How do you say it properly?
What did you say?
How do you say samurai properly? Because I don't know how to do it. You do.
Oh, samurai.
Yes.
You say samurai. That's the proper pronunciation.
Wow. And you would know. Well,
It's a broad A, not, it's not samurai. It's samurai. That sounds more like a samurai.
oh, yes, yes. And hey, I have to ask, did you ever think you'd be working with Mel Brooks? That's a bucket list for me.
Well, he's a great guy, and he becomes the voice of the shogun who comes to visit Lord Ikachu. And that gets Lord Ikachu all excited. He's got to build a palace. In fact, the biggest palace in the land to greet the shogun coming. And so this palace is humongous. Everything is huge, including the toilet. And that becomes a great big huge joke.
I thought you were going to say everything is huge, including Hank. No, hey, listen, you got a great sense of humor. It's always a pleasure. I look forward to your visits. They're not often enough. And are you still feuding with the old Dr. Evil, Captain Kirk, or is that over?
Well, he's still going strong. He's amazing, isn't he?
Yeah.
91 years old.
Yeah.
A force of nature. And the other amazing thing is his hair looks the same. It's brown. Mine has turned white.
Well,
In fact, all the cast,
yes.
Nichelle Nichols, Uhura, has totally white hair.
Yes.
The other surviving cast member is Walter Koenig, Chekhov, and he's completely lost his hair.
Not Captain Kirk.
No hair at all.
No, Captain Kirk. Oh.
Captain is still there with a full, lush head of brown hair at 91 years old.
Well, you're an inspiration, sir. Good
That's
luck.
science fiction.
Yes, I know. Trust me. I know where you're coming from. We had him on the show right before he went up to space, but that's a whole nother story for another interview. Your publicist is pooping their pants because we're late, but thank you for coming on the Johnny Rock Show. Paws of Fury, The Legend of Hank. You're right. It's a great family time to get in the theater, get some popcorn, kick back and enjoy. George Takei, we love you. You're welcome back anytime, okay?
I'm going to talk to my agent and have her send you a billing. You called me Takei again.
No, I'm sorry.
And with that, not only will you live long and prosper, but charging you for the Takei statement, you will live long and prosper.
Oh, God bless. There he goes. Thank you, George. There he goes. I'm telling you, that guy. See, he was running late because he had to call back. And I thought, how long does it take to call back? 20, 30 seconds? Not George Takei. Takei. Took him about 3 minutes to call me back. Thank you, George Takei. Wow. That guy's, he is an inspiration. They all are. William Shatner goes up in space in his 90s. George Takei is still going strong. Well, thank you, Georgie Porgy Pumpkin Pie. I'll tell you, the new movie looks good. Animated. He was talking about cats all over this film. There's all these cats. Cats. That's the only pussy George is getting. Hey! All right.
The Johnny Rock Show. Rockin' 101. The Rock.